Good morning guys, from Santa Marta. I'm about to leave Santa Marta here after a few days, and this gives me the perfect opportunity to show you guys the room in which I've been staying for these past 4 nights. Check it out. This has been my bed, my home for the past 4 nights. It's not too bad. And you know what this has cost me? This has cost me like €6 a night, breakfast included. So yeah, travel is always cheap if you content yourself with hostels. We're gonna head to Medellin. Vamos! But check out my nice hostel here, €6 a night. Where else in the world would you get this for €6 a night? Alright, fair enough, it's not the cleanest of pools, of jacuzzis, but I mean €6 a night. Check it out. I'm absolutely buzzing guys to get back to Medellin after a great time here in Santa Marta. And yeah, the arrival in Medellin itself is an adventure, because you'll see it for yourself. That is why I want to vlog this. Usually I don't vlog when I get from place to place, but this is something special, so I want to show it to you guys. The other reason is that my SD card is about to die, and I want to give it, you know, a good send-off. I want to give my SD card, which has been with us for the entirety of this trip so far, a good send-off. This is my friend Polo Barreto. He's taking me to the airport. You see, Colombian hospitality, the best. And follow his music. Right guys, we've arrived at the airport here in Santa Marta. Check it out. A small airport right next to the Caribbean Ocean. Check it out, beautiful, beautiful scenery. And yeah, it's probably the last time in a while that I'll be at the Caribbean. Probably the last time on this trip. You never know obviously, but probably the last time on this trip. So let's enjoy the views before heading into the airport, and massive thanks again to my good friend who brought me to the airport. He makes music, he's a rapper, and I'm gonna put the link to his music and the name of his song, which is on Spotify, down in the description of this video. Check out all the places where you can fly to from this small airport here in Santa Marta. Check it out. Medellin, Bogota and Cali. Basically just these 3 places, but it's called an international airport. Check it out. Aeropuerto Internacional Simón Bolívar, Santa Marta. And yeah, I reckon that there's surely also one international place where you can fly to here from outside of Colombia. But not today as it seems, not currently. Currently you can only fly to Medellin, Bogota or Cali. It's really a small airport. It's got 4 gates. 4 gates. That's one of the smallest airports I've ever been to. This will probably take ages though, because the plane hasn't even arrived yet. The flight was supposed to take off in about 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something, and the plane hasn't even arrived yet, so yeah. It's gonna take a bit longer than expected to Medellin, but that's the way it is here in Latin America. That's the way it is. Just got to live with it. Anyway, buzzing to get back to Medellin. To Medellin. Vamos. Right guys, we have arrived here in Medellin at the airport, so let's call a Uber and get to the city. And one piece of advice I can give you guys already is don't jump into these taxis. Never do that, just call a Uber, like I'm gonna do now. So guys, we've arrived in Medellin, check it out. It's a bit rainy today, but that's normal here in Medellin. It always rains a lot. The city is called the city of eternal spring, la primavera eterna, no? La primavera eterna, because it's raining a lot here all year round. But it's the perfect temperature here. It's never cold. It's never cold. Right now it's like 20 degrees, so it's not cold. It's a bit refreshing after Santa Marta. I need this after Santa Marta, you know. So check it out, guys. I'm so happy to be back here in Medellin. ¿Y cómo te llamas tú?
Mi nombre es John Mario Isasa.
John Mario Isasa. This is John Mario Isasa, my Uber driver for today.
Conductor taxi en Medellin.
Conductor taxi aquí in Medellin. So when you need a taxi driver here in Medellin, call him up. He's on Uber as well, on the app, and he's always at the airport, so yeah. Well, Medellin, I'm so happy to be back here, man. I'm so happy to be back. And we've got big plans here in Medellin. I hope tomorrow it's not going to be as today with the weather, but we're not going to let the weather deter our moods, because we're back in Medellin, la mejor ciudad de Colombia, no?
Una de las mejores ciudades.
La mejor. Alright guys, and now we're about to enter the biggest tunnel of South America. De Sudamérica o toda América? Más grande, Sudamérica o todo?
Creo que sí, Sudamérica es uno de los más grandes.
So it is the biggest tunnel of South America which we're about to enter. Check it out, guys, here it is. And when we get out of that tunnel, of that humongous tunnel, we'll have amazing views of Medellin. Unfortunately it's raining, it's pissing down right now, but we don't care. You got amazing views from up there. And check it out, we're in the biggest tunnel of South America.
8 kilómetros.
8 kilometers.
8.
Eso. 8 kilometers, man. That's bigger than my flipping village in Luxembourg. Right guys, check it out. The end of the tunnel of the birds. Takes about 10 minutes. 10 minutos, no? Más o menos.
8-10 minutos.
Takes about 10 minutes to get through that 8-kilometer tunnel. The longest of Latin America or South America, I'm not sure. But check it out, guys. It's super cloudy today, but down there is Medellin. Medellin.
No le quede aquí en el barranco.
Sí, sí. Can't beat this city. Definitely one of the best cities in the world, one of my favorites, and I'm so glad to be back. And stay tuned for all the adventures that are to come here. Check it out, guys. And we are lucky because it stopped raining now. No lluvia, además. No hay lluvia. Alright guys, check out what you get. For 12 euros, $13 a night, here in Medellin, Laureles, Medellin, check it out. This small room here. I mean, I've been sleeping in dorms literally for the past 6 weeks or so, maybe even more. And Medellin, the heart and soul of Colombian prices. Especially if you come to the right area. Check it out, guys. Check it out. My own room, finally. Shared bathroom, alright, but for $13 a night. Ah, viva Medellin, viva Colombia. Que chimba! Alright guys, welcome to my favorite area here of Medellin, my favorite area to stay here in Medellin, Laureles. I feel back at home. This is exactly where I've stayed like 7 months ago or something, or 8 months ago. And now I'm back in the area. I'm back. So, I'm super hungry now. I haven't eaten anything. Yeah, let's get some food. And then I'll need to get to an ATM because I'm running out of cash. And another piece of advice I have for you guys is that when you come to Colombia or Peru or Argentina, wherever, always pay as much cash as you can get. I mean, all of your hotels and hostels, pay them cash if possible, because you're going to save yourself a load of money. If you don't do that, you're always going to pay. If you pay by cards, basically, if you pay your hostel or your hotel by cards, you're going to pay like 5% more. So always withdraw as much as possible and then pay everything cash. Now this city, guys, is obviously known for one particular man who died on the 2nd of December 1993. And if you've watched Netflix, the Netflix series of Narcos, you know who I'm talking about. And tomorrow we're going to delve into that in detail. If there's one place, one city in Latin America where so far I could imagine living, where I could see myself living, it is this city. I love it here. And particularly this area. This area is called Laureles. There are two popular areas to stay in Medellin as a tourist. Those are El Poblado and Laureles. And El Poblado is like the most touristic area ever. El Poblado only has good nightlife. The best clubs, the biggest clubs are in El Poblado. I mean, if you're all about nightlife, if you're only coming to Medellin to party for 2 days, then El Poblado is a good choice. But during the day, El Poblado is just full of gringos and it's super expensive compared to Laureles. Laureles, on the other hand, is a bit further away from the airport and it's much calmer and is considered one of the best areas not only of Medellin but of all of the entirety of Colombia to stay in, to live in. And it is super calm here during the day and you've got everything you need here, tons of restaurants, tons of cheap places to eat out, and it has more of a village vibe to it than a city vibe, and I love that. And at night you also have a huge nightlife area here, a street called La 70, the 17th Street, and yeah, I like it here. I could live here and I'm so glad to be back. I'm now waiting for my typical Medellin meal to arrive called bandeja paisa. Right guys, check out bandeja paisa. The typical Colombian Medellin meal, typical meal here from Medellin, bandeja paisa. One of the most satisfying meals ever. It's got chicken, sausage, egg, rice, quinoa, platacon, salad with avocado and some chips. Right guys, after destroying all of that, we continue, but I'll need this now. Colombian food is tops. I'm telling you, I'm repeating myself again. One of the most underrated cuisines ever on earth. Much calmer than Bogota, innit? I flipping love this city. I love it here. Check it out. Calm tree streets of Laureles, Medellin. Most people save up their money for their retirement. I am going to withdraw $1 million. Yes, $1 million. Check it out, guys. Let's withdraw $1 million. Do I have $1 million? Yes. I'm going to withdraw $1 million from my bank account. So there it is, guys. I'm about to withdraw $1 million. I'm a millionaire now. I've got $1 million Colombian pesos on my bank account. Right guys, got me cash and I'm now about to get a much needed beard trim and haircut. So let's do it. Here in Medellin everyone says, "¿Qué más pues?" for how are you? to greet someone you say, ¿Qué más pues? This haircut is about to cost me like $6, 5.5 euros.
¿Cómo hijo de puta? Es que estaba pensando la pelada.
Está bien, mamita.
Sí, perfecto. Alright guys, I'm done. I'm pretty satisfied with this service. And I reckon when you come to Medellin, check out Team Barber here in Laureles. Top barbershop. Thank you bro.
Hey!
Thank you bro.
Por acá lo
So there you go.
esperamos.
And that was my man, Julian.
Hey, bro,
check him
Julian.
out when he comes, when you come to
You're welcome.
when you come to Medellin, come to this place. Right guys, that's it from my first day here in Medellin, from my first day back here in Medellin. I want to show you guys my arrival here in one of my favorite cities, maybe my favorite city in Latin America. And yeah, that's the only negative thing about the city. The weather. Especially in the rainy season, we are currently in the rainy season, it has just started. So, like twice a day, it's just pouring down. When it rains, in the words of 50 Cent, it pours here in Medellin. Check it out. So right now it's pouring, and yeah, I think it's a good moment to end the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and on many other occasions here in Medellin. Viva Medellin, viva Paisas, and viva Colombia. See you soon guys.